Dio,
Hey, what up?
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I recently made a bit of a change with the agency.
Tell me.
Um, yep. So I decided to start a code email agency. Because I did I pretty much ran out of money. And I'm gonna pick up take up like a part-time job. But apart from that, I did like 2,000 code calls for real estate and of course run out of money and started doing Facebook and all that, but it everything was super slow and I just wanted to rethink everything, and I turned out that when I had that internal dialogue with myself, I didn't, want to do real estate at all, in the terms that it just didn't have anything fulfilling. Now, for fulfilling, we could talk a lot about, but
No? Well, look, do you have a, what's it called? Do you have a sales presentation that you're going to be using?
uh, for real estate, I had for the code email, I don't, but you know. I'll probably create one.
Okay, do you want us to work on one with you?
Sure, sure.
Okay, okay. Then we will do that. Can you just send it in a message to me now so then I'll get the team to
Yep,
work? Yeah?
yep, man. This will be awesome. Thanks so much.
That's why we exist, sadly. Right. But Dio, please turn on your camera, yeah? Anita, assalamu
Sure.
alaikum, how are you doing?
Alaikum salam. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Abdullah, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's very good. We're getting more Muslims in the program. However, we have also accidentally let in homosexuals, which is very interesting. So yeah, win some, you lose some. It is what it is. So, Dio, Abdullah, can you turn on camera?
Yeah. Can't you see me?
Yep, turning it on in a second. Give me a second.
Didn't know you were that black, so now I can't. I don't think you're that black.
Oops.
No, I'm joking. Oh shit. Markers on red. Perfect.
Ugh.
All right, Dio, you look like. Are you growing facial hair? Wow, congratulations. Du-du-du-du-dum. Boom, boom, boom. So we're gonna go over some more theory work this session. Du-du-du-du-du. Does anyone have anything specific that they want to go over before I decide what we're going over? Nope. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, has everyone here done their outreach setup with AJ?
I did.
Okay, Anita?
Except.
Almost there. I had a little bit of a glitch because I couldn't verify the domain from the domain provider, some account issue from years back. So hopefully that's taking place 24 hours. I'm giving it 24 hours. So hopefully we'll finalize tomorrow with AJ.
Okay,
But
perfect.
the
And
rest
Mansoor?
is done. Sorry, I missed that. Was that?
Brother Mansoor. I was just checking on
Um,
brother Mansoor.
how's it
That's fine.
going?
Alhamdulillah, you.
Yeah, good, good. Alhamdulillah.
Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. So, Mansoor, have you been able to have your call with AJ in terms of outreach setup?
Ye yeah, yeah, done.
Okay, wonderful. So, by the way, one thing that we're doing now at the end of these sessions is AJ is going to pop in the call, right? No, he's going to send me a Google Meet. You guys just join the Google Meets and you report your numbers. And if you have any questions, you just give it to him. Make sense?
Yeah,
Sure. There's
sure.
I with the LinkedIn account we had like a bit of a hiccup because I've done outreach for other agencies in the past on there, and I have I think 3 accounts on 3 separate emails banned, including my business email. So it's just I recently like Nikita told me that the amount to which an email is warmed up correlates in some way with LinkedIn. So I'm just working on, creating a new email and warming it up for free with some newsletters, and that kind of stuff.
So all you had to say is my account got shut down. I'm making a new one. We'll give it as soon as possible. Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for the efficiency. That's what we want. Now, on this call, let me just title this. We're going to be going over killing killers, but we'll do that last. We're going to go over buy or die. And then the final one that we're going to be doing is, that's a bit too complicated. Let's go on to deflection. Perfect. So I know what we're going over. Are you guys sure you don't have any dying questions? And Abdullah, you're still black as ever.
Well, that's weird. You're supposed to work, but
That's okay. Some magic tricks don't work out. So, does everyone here? We'll kick it off with deflection. Does anybody here know what deflection is? Who doesn't know what deflection is?
Me.
So, okay, that's fine. Deflection is the art of avoiding. Now, I do this so many times, it's very, very funny. Sometimes it works on me, but often it doesn't, right? An example, we're going to keep it nice and easy, and then we'll get into other examples. Someone's going to ask me, did you eat my cake? My response, now obviously I ate their cake, right? I'll give an
Yeah.
example of when I did this as a child. It was, I don't remember, I was super, super young, like early teenager, but still very retarded. And there was cake in one of the cupboards. So I went there and I took a slice of the cake. And it was good. It was a nice slice of the cake. But then I realized the cake wasn't even. And I was like, shit, I have to eat more cake. I did this until I realized there was one more piece of cake left. Like it went from like a full cake. There was one more slice. My like sugar tolerance, I can eat a lot of sugar. And then I thought to myself, no one would ever think I ate this much cake in one night. Time to go to bed. Yes. So the cake went
Yeah.
from about this size here to this size there. Right? But now, nice and simple. If I was asked, did you eat my cake? Mansoor, what do you think my response is?
Well, if you don't like to say, like, you will just avoid the answering by different methods.
There we go. So the whole goal of deflection is to not lie, right? Did you eat my cake? What cake? The cake from yesterday. Which cake from yesterday? What do you mean? The cake that I bought. You bought cake? What? What flavor cake did you buy? Bought a chocolate cake. Wait, is there any chocolate cake left? No, someone ate it. What do you mean someone ate all the chocolate cake? I want some chocolate cake. And then we go down a rabbit hole, bitching and complaining on how they don't have chocolate cake, and I don't have any chocolate cake, and I want some chocolate cake. Yes?
Yeah.
And then we're going to sidetrack that to a mission of who ate the cake, right? And then we're going to go interrogate other people about who ate the cake. And this person is none the wiser that I ate the cake, right? The art of deflection. Now, as the bulk of you know, I am a Muslim, and I need to mitigate and minimize how much I lie, because lying is haram. However, deflection, in my opinion, is on the gray line. Sometimes haram, sometimes not. Better than lying.
Yeah,
Yes?
to be honest, I believe it's been used by the Prophet, peace be upon him, one
Sure.
time.
There
Yeah.
we go. So thank you for telling me it's now halal. So deflection is halal. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yes,
Yes.
sometimes it's some
Yes, yes,
situation,
yes.
but not lying clearly, just telling something fact, but in very general manner.
Yes. So now, when do we use deflection? We can use it when they question about client count, right? About results. Yes. Now, one big thing, like this is just like this, there's 100 examples of when it can be used, right? The bulk of it is like questioning that question and going deeper. Now, the one thing I really like about deflection is the stupidity of the human mind, right? The reason that deflection works is because we as humans have relatively simple minds. Now, how many times have you guys hopped into the shower, had a really good thought, and forgot the thought after the shower?
Many times.
How many times have you wanted to say something in a conversation and then, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say in the conversation?
Yeah, true.
All right.
Yeah.
This is humans. Like as humans, we do this, right? So now, how can we use deflection and bring this in on a sales call? Nice and simple, right? So I've been given a question, right? This question is at the top of my, this is a brain, by the way. So we're just going to brain, right? This question is at the top of my prospect's brain, right? So I need to do three things. I need to be prepared for three separate deflections, right? And in these deflections, I need to bring in something else that's going to trigger their brain, right? So I need to bring up a different point that's going to start a different conversation that is of more interest to the prospect, or something that I need from the prospects that's going to trigger their brain into forgetting this question, right? From forgetting this question and going into my trigger. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right. Now, this I do a lot. Like I do this like for shits and giggles in my conversations. Somebody wants to know something about me. I have no desire answering something, anything. Yes. I'll do it even if though I don't need to, like, I don't need to do it. Right? I've got nothing to hide. Someone asks me, so let's give an example. Dio, ask me some random questions.
What's your experience in the agency game?
When you say experience, do you mean in terms of campaigns or clients? Like what exactly do you want? Oh, and also, do you mean regarding email? Since you're starting email marketing, is that what you mean?
No, as you said, I meant in terms of clients. How much clients have you had so
No,
far?
but do you mean in terms of email since you're doing email? By the way, in
No.
regards to email, yes,
There we
just,
go.
just before, just I'll happy to answer. In regards to email, is there any specific reason why you're doing email marketing, or is it just something you thought that was easy?
Cold email,
Yeah,
not
yes.
email marketing.
No, but like
Yeah,
email marketing, what was the reason for doing email marketing? Was it that you saw something on YouTube or you just wanted to try it out?
are you talking about email marketing for gyms when we first met? Or
No, the email marketing that you're doing right now.
yeah, so now I want to do cold email now. I've done it before for gyms, and I've gotten some decent results.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay, but
I
then
think I have decent skills. Yeah.
okay, so do you want us to change the outreach that we're doing right now onto the outreach for gyms to do email marketing?
Can you repeat? Because you confused me a bit.
Okay, your current outreach, yes. So we're
Yep.
changing everything to be targeting gyms in order to do email for gyms, correct?
Currently, let me clarify. Currently, I want to do cold email as a service for other marketing agencies, right?
Okay. Pause.
Okay.
Does anyone see what I did there? Very simply, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Abdullah, Anita, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he fully understood the task and the assignment. But all I had to do was trigger his brain. His brain gets distracted. His brain answers my questions. And now
I
all of us
think
have
it was. I thought it was only conversation, man.
no,
I
but
thought it was aside from the practice.
yes, but it's that simple. All you have to do is
Yeah.
focus, push. Say, look, I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Just very important before I forget. And you go down. You go down. Right? The only time it won't work is when you're with somebody who has sales experience and they know that you're deflecting. Right? So some people around me, they really know I like to deflect. Right? So they pick up on it. Even those that know I do it, like my deflection still works because I'll just start conversation. I'll start conversation. I'm just gonna like as they're trying to get to my answer, I'm just going to start loads and loads of conversations and see what like triggers them. And then all of a sudden I've forgotten because they've got the question over here. It's in their brain, right? They try and get it from me. I go back. They go back. I go back. They go back. I go back. And then all of a sudden, they forgot what the fucking initial question was because it wasn't that important to their brain. A bunch of stuff has happened and they forgot the question. Like, oh, I forgot my question. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just go back here one more time the way that I want to go. Make sense?
Yeah.
But you have to keep it very casual. You can't just ignore it. What you want to do is you want to either half address it or say that you're going to get back to it. So you highlight, yeah, I understand. I'm more than happy to go. Just before I forget, because I will likely forget, I want to talk about this. Right? And then I'll get back to it and just never get back to it. Right? And deflection is super, super powerful. And on the basis that people don't expect it, no issues. Right? Unless it's a dying question for them that won't leave, like you should be good 99% of the time. And even if it's a dying question, they may be uncomfortable to get back to it. Does anybody have any questions on deflection?
I think I got it.
What
Okay,
if
wonderful.
what if the client like got here, like repeated the same question again, like after 2 or 3 minutes?
Okay, so the better way to do it is give a half answer and then move on to something else very quickly. It can't be retarded. Like there has to be point to your question. As an example, Dio was just telling me that he's going to email marketing, so I had something to go into, right? If they've mentioned anything in discovery about clients, lead generation methods, whatever it may be, just say, just a quick question before I forget. You had mentioned this. I just want to know this, right? And then you drag the conversation out just a little bit and then you move on, right? Because then at that point, so as an example, let's say they're asking how many clients, right? How many clients
Yeah.
you, right? That there was a conversation that led to this question over here, right?
Yeah.
Now, once you've taken it out of that remit and you've gone down through deflecting and you're in a different conversation, it won't be very natural for them to go back here. They're going to have to force it, right? And just because they have to force it, most people won't force it because most people are too agreeable. But even then, it's not natural. And what you want to do is you want to move on so that their brain forgets about it. Make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
You may be caught out occasionally, but deflection is a very powerful tool, right? So I just want you guys to practice on each other. So can we have Anita versus Mansoor? Anita, you are trying to deflect. Mansoor, ask her a question.
How many times do you go to Starbucks?
Sorry?
How many times do you go to Starbucks
Oh, what do you mean for coffee or a drink or?
to hang out, for them?
I mean, I'm not much of a coffee fan. Great God, I hate deflection. Okay, let's try this again. Um, I'm not much of a coffee fan myself. Do you like coffee in particular?
Yeah.
Are you more of a coffee person or a tea person?
Well, I like coffee more.
Oh wow, I can't believe it. You know, I always hated coffee. I'm okay with tea though, but even when it comes to tea, I prefer the herbal, more flowery type sort of tea. Have you ever tried Earl Grey?
No.
Okay,
What's
No?
it?
So Anita, the one thing that I would have done differently is I would have brought up another location. So Starbucks, let's say Costa Coffee, or something similar to Starbucks and gone down that route. But yes,
Okay,
in premise,
something
all good.
like that.
Yeah, but then I would have, so I would want him to do as much of the talking as possible. Make sense?
Yep.
So that's fine. Now swap roles.
Um, gosh, blank brain.
Ask him anything.
Mm, I don't want to copy and ask another shopping question.
Ask him if he's married.
Have you read the latest Jordan Peterson's book?
Really, that's interesting. Which book? Could you just tell me more about it?
No,
I think
so
sorry.
that was shit. That was shit. She said, "Did you read the latest book?" And you said, "Tell me more about the book." That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so
At least make it make sense.
so like should I ask about the title of the book?
No. One thing that you can simply ask is Jordan Peterson. That's the guy who does podcasts, right?
Oh,
Yes. And then you go into Jordan Peterson and you stay slightly away from the books, and then you divert out by asking Anita questions about Jordan Peterson.
yeah.
Okay,
So
Anita, can you try again? I'm going to give you a prompt. Is that okay?
Sure.
So the prompt is, are you married?
Great. And so, are you married? How can you avoid that?
it's difficult.
How is that difficult? This is
It's
so
very
simple.
straightforward.
This is such a simple deflection. Yes. Do you mean nikah or more traditional marriage?
Do you mean relationship, for example?
Okay. No, I mean marriage. Either nikah or civil marriage, either of them.
Okay. Now,
Well,
follow up,
well,
simple follow up. Are these the only two types of ways that you see marriage? You see, I'm a poet, and for me, marriage is subjective. Anita, if I was to ask you in a sentence, what is marriage? What would you say that is to you?
Um, okay. To me, marriage is two people agreeing to share their lives together.
So why did you give me the two examples, civil or nikah?
Because I think this is how people, what's the word for it? Make it official, make their marriage official to the wider community and the world.
And do you think for a marriage to be valid, it needs to be in the eyes of other people?
Not necessarily, which is why nikah is there.
Okay, no, fair enough. By the way, what are your plans on the weekend?
Oh, just some camping with the kids.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Anita, by the way, I wanted to show you a PDF. Is it okay if I open it up?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
There we go. Yep.
Forgotten. Yeah.
We talk a little, but then now I need the PDF and I need to go into the PDF as much as I can to completely remove the marriage. You see that,
Great.
Mansoor?
yeah, but it just needs some practice, you know. You can't get it from the first time.
That's fine. Abdullah, I think you're going to be good at this. So Abdullah versus Dio. Let's go. Abdullah, go second. Please give Dio his thing to manage.
Yep.
So you asked my question, right?
Yeah. Yes. Abdullah, can you ask Dio a question?
Oh, shall I ask first?
Yes.
Okay, so summer or winter?
What do you mean summer or winter? Which is you want me to choose between the two?
No, what do you prefer?
Oh, what do I prefer? Well, you see, summer is very nice, but of course, winter has its winter sports and all that. Actually, do you do any winter sports? Do you ski?
Well, we don't really have any like winter activities. It's mostly hot out there.
Oh, of course, of course, of course, of course. But even if you did, are you completely against trying to take skiing out?
I would love to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Have you ever been to the French Alps? No, it's
I
pretty
did,
far
yeah.
from you, but oh
Okay.
yeah,
I did.
Yeah. That
yeah,
was good, but it wasn't smooth,
yeah.
right? It was good, but it wasn't smooth.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now swap.
Abdullah, have you ever read Atomic Habits?
Is that
The
a
book?
book?
Yeah, the book by James Clear.
And who's that exactly? He's like he writes a lot of books.
Well, yeah, to be
Okay,
honest,
wait.
Yeah, I messed up.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
good with books questions.
no, that's fine. Just sound like try again and try not to make your IQ below 50.
Okay.
Yes. So go again, Dio.
so
Give him, give him something else. Give
shall
him
we try
something.
a different?
Yeah,
Shall
yeah.
we try a different question? Okay.
Yes.
Let me think of
Now,
something. Do
wait.
okay.
This is mainly Dio and Anita. Is not a word. Please stop using it.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Abdullah, have okay. Let me try again. Abdullah, do you like running?
Hello? Sorry.
Okay, hear me?
You can repeat the question, please.
Okay. Do you like running?
Like as a competitive sport or just casual thing to do?
Casual running.
Well, I like more to go to the gym, like lifting weights and all that
Nope.
stuff.
Nope.
Sure,
You
but
answered. No. He answered the question.
You're right.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I probably fuck up your microphones with the coffin.
Very low estrogen, like very high estrogen behavior. Please. Yeah, you were
Sure.
to say. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with estrogen. Just you're male. Now we're gonna spend a little bit more time on this, and tomorrow we can do bio die. Do you guys want to give me a difficult one each? Just tell me when you're ready. Give it to me. You may catch me off guard. Let's see if you do. Just so you guys can see a few more examples on how to do it. So whenever you're ready, first person
So
raise your
a
hand.
difficult question, you say?
Yeah, difficult, easy. It's all
Sure.
relative.
Yes.
Okay, Mansour.
Do you like Dubai?
Pardon?
Do you like living in Dubai?
What does like mean? Like when you say like, do you mean socially, for work? Have you been here before?
No.
Okay, so like even if I was to say my thoughts on it, like where have you been in the UAE?
Well, many places. I've been to Al Ain, I've been to Abu Dhabi, I've been to different places.
So why not Dubai?
Um, I find it like it's the final destination for me to live in when I
Okay.
achieve so many in my life.
But tell me, have you been to Knightsbridge? I know the Arabs love to go to Knightsbridge in London.
No.
Why?
It's on my bucket list though, but I have not been there.
So how many countries are on your bucket list?
Not so many countries.
You see, it's now all about him. I've started questions all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him. And the more I do it, the harder it is for him to come back into Dubai, which is going
Yeah.
far away from me. We're going very, very far.
You're just building the forgettingness.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you have to, the more you have to think about, the more I ask you, the less brain capacity you have to remember about Dubai.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Next.
Just to make sure, did you just get like delivered some food from from someone like the delivery guys? You know them? Yeah, of course you know them.
Are you asking,
Yeah, you seem you seem confused.
are we in role play?
Not yet. I just want to make sure that it's gonna be relevant. Okay. Now we're in role play. Say, when are you planning to eat that food?
Honestly, my diet fluctuates so much. Are you on a diet plan?
No. Actually, I try to eat as clean as possible, but I
What do you mean
still
by clean?
just
Like, what's clean for you? Like, I'm trying to figure out a good diet plan right now, and like everyone tells me different things. What's clean diet for you?
Sure, I'm gonna get to what I mean by clean that, but I just want to be sure when do you eat your food so that I could potentially incorporate, gather opinions for when people eat their food and incorporate something smart for my diet.
Honestly, for me, it really fluctuates day by day. Have you ever found anything on how to like stick to a strategy, like with the
Yeah,
eating?
well,
Uh,
from what I know, honestly, I know that you should eat, say, 2 hours before you go to sleep so that your heart rate doesn't increase.
But look,
Increase.
when it comes to my sleep, it's all over the place because of work. Like, any advice you have for sleep?
Right? For sleep, I as I said, try to avoid eating late, and as I said, I just wanted to know where you when you eat your food, like say when you ate last, so yesterday, say.
When I ate yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Like, I haven't slept in 48 hours. Are we counting that? You see, that's the thing with my sleep. It's all over the place. Other than the food, any advice that you have for me?
Other than the food, no, I just wanted to know when you ate on February 9th.
And I just want to know when was February 9th, because honestly, the way I work, the days all blend in. Have you ever had it like where you just don't sleep for a while because of work?
Yeah, I've had it. I've had it. But
When was
on your desktop, hear me out. On your desktop,
that?
don't you follow the date if you're working so much?
No, I
Never.
did. No, honestly, no. And you
So,
see,
so how do you know? How do you know what's the time?
I don't. I just work.
Okay, but what about meetings like this
Cal
one?
Calendar notification pops up, I enter.
Sure, but the calendar notification always has the time of the meeting.
I guess I never paid attention to it. But please, by yourself, just take us further and away, further away from our conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Makes it
I tried
easier.
hard. I tried hard.
That's good. That's good. Either Nida or Abdullah.
Abdullah, do you have a better one?
Oh, well, what's your question?
Um,
It's not a word.
yeah, I just remembered. Did you work at McDonald's in Woodford 2 years ago, Ismail?
Wait, Woodford, that's a place on what line is that on? What train line is that on?
The Central.
It's at the end of the Central line, right?
Yeah.
No, I used to go there. One of my friends lives in Woodford Green. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to go there often to see his family. Are you based around Woodford?
I'm in Hainault, but Woodford is close by. So I have family there.
So
So
what
I
made you
thought I've
ask?
seen you.
Oh, it's because you thought you saw me in Woodford.
Yeah, I thought I saw you there.
When did you see me then? Maybe,
No, I'm
maybe
just checking. You look familiar, so to someone that I've seen there. So maybe I thought
when was that?
2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, you think you saw someone similar to me in Woodford?
Remember, I have a very good photographic memory. I remember from before I was 2. I remember when my brother was born and came back from hospital. So I remember faces.
Okay, but is that ever a problem with you when it comes to remembering faces? Or like do you
No,
use it to,
I'm just curious.
but like when it comes to like I've always struggled with faces when it comes to like how often like has it ever caused problems or is it just a plus to the memory in terms of life?
No, I think it's um
It's not a
well, I've
word.
had people I've had
Let's see
people
how
tell me that it's
accomplished.
not always sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I've had people tell me it's not always a good thing to remember so much, but I feel
Well,
it's always a positive, an advantage.
it's irrespective of what people say. Like, has it been beneficial for you? Net positive or net negative?
I'd say always positive.
What's another example of when it's been positive for you?
I would say, especially, later in life, as a practicing Muslim, I've been part of circles where people remember me more, and I don't, you know, it's a lot harder to remember everybody else. But because I have this advantage, even though I don't remember names much, I always remember faces, and
Well,
through a short conversation.
is it ever awkward when you can't put a name to a face, but you recognize the person?
It is. I hate it, but
Hmm.
you
You
know,
see,
at least you remember the face.
I
But
think, yeah.
going back to the question, are you trying to deflect it?
Would you? No, no. Like I've always just found it super interesting. And when it comes to remembering faces, one of my cousins, he says do you know the term for the name when you always remember a face, like it's stuck to you? Is there a term for that?
No, I'm not sure.
But did you know there's another one actually? Sorry, not I'll get back to what you're saying, but there's another one where it's a condition where you can't actually remember people's faces. Did you know
Oh
about this?
my, no.
No, it's an actual condition. Let me just Google it quickly because I wouldn't want to have it. Condition where you don't remember faces. Yes, it's called prosopagnosia.
Oh
It's
my
caused by
God.
a problem with the part of the brain that processes information about faces. So yeah, some people actually don't develop the ability to remember faces. So you're actually very lucky, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, definitely an advantage.
And
Do you
if
know
I
what?
can
I
ask,
thought you wouldn't, sorry,
yeah, go
like
ahead.
outside of role play, I thought you wouldn't be able to get out of that one. Asking you directly if you're deflecting.
No, 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 yeah, you can get out. You see, many people, after a while of knowing me, and these are people who aren't very close with me, they'll often say, Ishmael, I've come to recognize you're really good at saying a lot and saying nothing at the exact same time. Like anytime I ask you a question, you give me an answer, and I'm happy with it. But then I realize you didn't give me an answer. Yes. Deflection is key in life simply, and I think I focused on it so much because I understood the less pieces of information other people have to play with, the less that they can do. And if you give someone such limited information, there is nothing that they can do because you can only work with that which you know. And if you do not know enough, you're blind. And more often than not, people like to overshare and give a lot more information. And people also don't consider the fact that most people don't need that much information. That you don't have to answer people's questions,
Mm.
right?
That's definitely something I should practice.
No.
Uh,
It will say like 99% of the time, you do not need to tell people anything. And 99% of the time, people ask questions either stupidly or they ask with bad intention. Not necessarily full bad intention, but like as an example, there's a new team member. He's asked me three stupid questions thus far since he's been on board. And every time I've paused and I said, now what are you going to gain with that information? Is it going to move you forward? No. So why are you wasting my brain power and your brain power asking me stupid questions? Right? So like take note of questions. Okay, Abdullah, fourth time's a charm. I think you can get me. Go for it.
Okay, so
I would
yeah,
love to. No, wait, no, no, that's fine. AJ is going to join in again. 45 is going to take over for outreach. So Abdullah, go for it.
yeah. Do you like to drink hot water or cold water?
Is there any reason why normal room temperature isn't an option? Have you
It isn't
tried?
an option.
Why?
Okay, let's put it as a third option.
Okay, as a third option.
Yeah,
Now, are we talking glass or are we talking in the can? Or are we talking plastic?
glass.
That's a good answer. Do you know why that's a good answer?
I do.
Why?
It's because it's better. You won't have any microplastics in the.
There we go. Did you know? So you know about the microplastics.
I do.
Okay, when did you stop drinking plastic water?
Uh, I still drink, but minimally. Like I usually use
Don't
a
tell me you
stain.
use,
What's that?
wait, are you telling me you use a filter with your plastic water? Because that doesn't count.
No, I do use I don't know what they call it, but underground water, something like this, something
Oh,
like that.
you drink from the river?
We don't have rivers, but it's what are they called? Just give me a minute.
Well,
No, it's not a well. It's a okay, natural
beers.
water. لا لا عين.
Yes, but even the
Oh,
bloody, even the, even
the same.
yeah, what Evian plastic bottle, they say it's natural water from a mountain. Abdullah, do you think that counts? There's still microplastics in it, no?
It doesn't have any microplastics. For my,
Okay,
yeah.
but look, when it comes to glass bottles, what is your go-to brand? And actually, no, before I go there, did you know San Pellegrino? You know San Pellegrino?
No.
Oh, come on, San Pellegrino. It's a sparkling water.
Oh, the green one.
Yes, the green one. So
Yeah,
it's sparkling. Did you know that it's naturally carbonated? So every other glass bottle or no sparkling water, they carbonate, but San Pellegrino comes bubbly from the ground.
that's some new information.
No. I did not believe it when I was told this. Yes, I genuinely did not believe this. But look over here, combination added process. Yes, so I had to Google it. I didn't believe it, and then Google told me I should have believed it. Have you tried San Pellegrino?
I did. Yeah.
Do you prefer sparkling or still?
I don't really mind any of them.
Okay, you see, our friend Dio here, I bet you he doesn't drink sparkling water because he doesn't like the bubbles. The bubbles hurt his throat.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. When you drink
Let me
hot
tell you.
water,
Yeah.
yeah, when you drink warm or hot water,
Yeah.
it's like really good for your throat. It opens your vocal cords.
Hmm.
Plus, it's good for your digestive system.
Okay, so I take it you prefer to drink hot water.
I don't, but that's a
You
good side of hot water.
okay, but so you prefer cold water?
Personally,
Yeah.
room temperature.
So
What about you?
I swear to you. And now you see, now we come full circle. But now look, very important. How much water do you drink a day? I think everyone drinks too much water. How much water do you drink a day? Me, I do like 1 glass a day.
That's not good.
Why?
It's not enough.
Said who? I'm alive.
I says, I say.
Look, Anita, I apologize. My pee may be darker color than everybody else's, but I'm thriving on 1 glass a day. How many glasses do you drink?
I do drink between 2 to 6 liters.
What the fuck? 2 to 6 liters? Are you a
Yeah.
turtle?
No, but it's
Why do
essential.
you why do you need 6 liters of water? That's a
Uh,
bit that's a
I
bit
used
too much water.
I used to do the same. Like I drink just a little water, and
Yes.
excuse me again, my pee was just so dark.
Yes, as it should be, but carry on.
No, it's not like it should be. But addition to that, my skin uh, used to fall, so my hands would be just uh, it would be like my hands would be bloody all the time.
Okay, and ever since
Like
you
if I did
started
like a
drinking, and since 6 liters, you can now what breathe underwater?
sort of, but my skin doesn't fall anymore.
Okay. Now, Abdullah, that was a really good attempt. You got really close, not that close. I'm glad to know that you drink way too much water than is humanly necessary. 6 liters is definitely
N-
overkill.
In between 2 to 6. It's not, but
I struggle to drink like I generally like there'll be days I don't drink any water, just Red Bull, right?
but like with time, like a personal thing, with time it's not really good for your kidneys.
I don't do anything to my kidneys. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. It's just Red Bull. Like, you
Do
know.
you consume any nicotine?
Yes, definitely very good for my body. I
Yeah,
overconsume.
yeah, and it goes out from your kidneys.
No, it goes out of my lungs. My lungs is where the nicotine comes out
Yeah,
of.
no, but the nicotine gets into your blood.
No, you're overthinking it. Yes, of course it gets into my blood. I need it in my blood to go to my brain.
Yeah, and
Right?
then your blood needs to be cleared out through your kidneys.
Yes,
That's why
mashallah.
your peas.
I good functioning kidneys. Yes. But now, guys,
Alhamdulillah.
so even when you guys are trying to get the answer out of me, you can't get the answer out of me. Right? We'll deflect and we'll deflect. And we're doing this as an exercise. So you're consciously trying to get the answers. Right? So do this in your day to day. Anything that we train on when it comes to sales, you have to implement day to day in all of your conversations. You speak with the family, you deflect, right? The more practice, the more second nature it becomes, the better it will be for you. AJ, are you here?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Guys, AJ is going to put a link in the chat. I need you guys all to complete it. AJ will confirm. And then, guys, anything on outreach that you have, any questions that you have, AJ is going to be here. AJ, I'm going to make you the host, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Thanks. Post. Boom. There you go. Okay, guys, I'll see you on tomorrow's call. By the way, Dio, Abdullah, Anid, Mansoor, have you guys booked in for tomorrow, the
Yeah.
next?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, we'll book.
For 4 days, yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you guys. See you tomorrow. See you.
See you
See
tomorrow.
you. Take care.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Bye.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you doing, guys?
Yeah, good, good. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm also doing good. So, I've sent you a link in the chat. And what I want you to do is just please fill this form. It's not going to take that long so that we are also updated like what exactly you guys are doing. It's basically regarding, like the cold calling, like how much outreach did you do today, and LinkedIn, email, as well as, how many calls did you book today, how many sales calls did you take today, and are you having any issues regarding the show up rate? Just every single thing you just have to fill this so that we get to know, okay, like where you guys are lacking in, and we can help you out with that. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. So just let me know once you're done with this.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Abdullah, awesome.
I'm done as well.
Done.
Okay, just a moment. So everybody has done this?
Yeah.
Anita, what about you? Hello, Anita?
Sorry, it's still doing it. Sorry about that.
Okay, 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 no
lost
problem.
I lost the screen. Still doing it. I'm just about to press submit.
No problem, no problem. Mansoor, Dio, Abdullah, you guys can leave, guys. No issues. Thank you so much for filling
Good.
the form. Yeah,
Of course. Bye-bye.
all right. See you then.
Just regarding the email campaigns, when they were going to start.
So, Mansoor, see, the thing is, like, I need to get almost, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So, I need almost 40 emails connected to that instantly, right? So, we are almost halfway done once everything is connected, and then, we're gonna run all the campaigns at once.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
see,
yeah.
because see, the thing is, if in case, for example, if I run the campaign for you, right,
Yeah.
and someone else is also in the same niche, right, so it will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
difficult for us, to keep the status, like to keep a proper tracking, and we might miss. Okay, for example, like we have already run the campaign for you, right,
Yeah.
and we need to update it on the list as well. So it's just like, we want to run all the campaigns at once so that we are also up to date with that, and then it will be easier for us to track like who's getting how much response rate and how we need to deal with it. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
All right then, Mansoor. Anything else?
But when they are going to start, like in a week or
Well,
two?
no, not in a two, but like almost like this week. Like
Yeah.
not even this week. Like on, I guess, if you ask me personally, like 2 to 3 days maximum, and then
Okay.
we're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right then, Mansoor. Have a great day.
AJ, I've done that as well. So
Okay, Nida. Thank you so much.
speak to
Okay,
you
you
tomorrow
got.
then.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure, sure. All right. Thank you.
All right. See you. Bye.
See you then. Bye bye.